Watching Sunday Morning Matters on KC24, your local election headquarters.
A month ago, the Fresno Unified School Board hinted they would appoint a new trustee to fill the seat of the late beloved Carol Mills. Days later, they changed their minds and voted to hold a special election. The Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, Jim Yovino, has yet to set the election date. Meantime, plenty of candidates will be lining up. One of them is this man, former Fresno City Council member Blong Zhang. Welcome back to Sunday Morning Matters. Blong, you have not publicly made this announcement. Would you like to do so now?
Well, thank you for the opportunity. And yes, I pulled the paper, and if this is the formal announcement, then I am formally announcing my candidacy for the open seat for Fresno High Region.
What compelled you to run for Fresno Unified School Board, especially now? Big shoes to fill. I know you can do it. You've done it before in your career, but Carol Mills obviously representing Fresno High in that area. What compelled you to do this now?
Well, I've been a resident in the area for over 20 years. Had an opportunity to work with Trustee Mills and then Principal Bob Reyes and helping with Fresno High with the swimming pool upgrade, the track and field upgrade, been able to do several things. So education continued to be an important part, in terms of what I feel are important for our community. And so this is me giving back to the community again. And folks have asked me to bring some of my added political leadership and support to the board.
With your Hmong background, do you think that helps you?
Well, I think it's like every can, but I happen to be a Hmong who's running for Fresno Unified School trustee in the Fresno High Region. But I hope that folks have gotten over that and think that I'm a community resident first, and I care about what's happening in our educational institution.
As most elections at any point in time, they become political. We've seen the dais for the trustees become very political on the school board in the last year. What do you make of what you're seeing right now on the school board when it comes to Trustee Sladek, the censure, and the dynamic on the dais now?
Well, I think the majority of the school board, the trustees are doing their best. Obviously, it's important that as an elected, we're there to serve our constituency. In this particular case, serve our students, our community, and do the best that we can. So whatever our ideologies is or are, we have to understand that once elected, we serve the constituency, and we must do our best to work collegially and supportive of each other as elected officials.
As in the Fresno High community, it's a little divided, especially in the high school where, the mascot controversy really divided a lot of the students, a lot of the staff, a lot of the parents. What is your take on the mascot controversy as it is still playing out?
Well, I think the mascot controversy, is we want to say it that way, I think that's gone. I mean, the board has moved forward with it. I think the majority of the community has moved forward with it. I think it's about communication and outreach and engagement. I've always been a candidate that prioritize in terms of talking to my constituency, and I think those are important things that, as elected officials, we have to understand how community perceive and wants to be engaged in things that they feel are important to them and to the areas that they live.
What is it that you're going to do that really says I'm the right person for this job? I know like in any campaign, as you know, with Fresno City Council, you still got to go door to door, so to speak. Why do you believe that this is the time in which you are the best candidate in a situation where obviously COVID, tough times, things are happening, that a lot of change?
Well, I still have a lot of passion to serve our community. As I've said, education is one of the core principles that I believe in. If we talk about tough times, and this is definitely the COVID and all the health issues and the changes that are happening. But remember, when I was elected to council 7 to 8 years, we've hit the worst economic downturn in U.S. history for a long time. So tough decision isn't anything new. I think what's important is that I was able to work with my elected officials, my colleagues, to move things forward in a way that I think the community can be proud of.
I want to finish with this. We got a couple seconds left. We saw the LA County schools do this, mandate vaccines for those kids that are eligible, and of course staff, or not come to in-person classes. If Fresno Unified went to that and you're on the board, are you in favor of it?
I think that's going to be an important discussion, robust discussion with my colleagues, but more importantly, engaging my constituency and the folks that I will be representing in the Fresno High area region before making those decisions. But I also want to make sure that people know I am vaccinated, and it's important in terms of where I voice my opinion, where I'm coming from as well. But I think that's still a discussion, an important discussion that needs to have public participation and engagement.
All right, Blong Jong, Fresno Unified trustee candidate. Appreciate the time.
No, thank you very much. Wish everybody wealth and health and safety.
You the same. All right.